Just about ready for baseball on MLB Network as you get a look at beautiful Yankee Stadium in Bronx, New York. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. James Paxton will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What's your take on him, Dan?
Boy, there's lots to like about this lefty, James Paxton. Big arm from the left side. He reminds me a lot of Andy Pettitte. The only thing, he throws about 4 or 5 miles harder than Pettitte. Paxton occasionally 97 to 98 miles an hour. Good, hard overhand curveball. His changeup is getting better the more he uses it. This is one of the game's premier left-handed.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Grounded up the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, look out for Josh Reddick. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
At the plate, Miles Straw. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman.
A nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No. Martin Maldonado is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catches number 12, Martin Maldonado.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one. So the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
2 balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
Well, I'll tell you, he doesn't look very comfortable on this mound right now. This mound isn't the same one that he pitches at home. I know they all look the same, but they're not all the same.
James. Is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's crucial to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes. This is more than you'd like to see. Will Harris is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second. Ryan Presley will also enter as he takes over. At third base.
Now playing third base, number 55, Ryan Presley.
Ready with the 3-0. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Not everyone feels comfortable pulling the clutch on 3-0 pitch right there, but he stayed within himself, didn't try and do too much, didn't turn and burn, and just hit a nice hard single on a 3-0 count.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Encarnacion at second. Stanton on at first with nobody out. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. This one to right field and deep off the bat of Gardner. Into the second deck and gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
So the bases are clear now following the home run. And that'll bring up the outfielder, Aaron Judge. Already pitching from a deficit here as he fires this one by him for strike one.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll settle under it, but he can't hold on to it. Oh, boy.
Wow, sometimes you just have to shake your head on plays like this. Looked like he was there in plenty of time, had a beat on it, but he must have just lost concentration for a split second, and the ball falls. Should have made that play, though.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Skied into straightaway right. Osuna back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, Cameron.
So striding in, Cameron Maybin. And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground to short. Greinke right there. Off balance throw. Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Another look at the big blow for leading off the inning, Roberto Osuna, and they'll need him to get something going here. He just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number one.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position at 6'4", 6'5", with soft hands and the ability to turn a double play. We already know he's an offensive force.
Fouled off. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. One out, nobody on. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin the start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Takes this the other way to right. And the Astros have their first hit of the contest.
Boy, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left. Now at the plate, Luke Voigt.
Leading off.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it. Cole. One away.
Time for a look at the Stros on Dave. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Stepping in, Edwin Encarnacion. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not.
Belted high and deep into right center. Osuna looks up, and it's gone as they add still another. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Now batting, left fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton now. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Osuna giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. Striding in for Houston, Vic Underwood. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Takes this the other way to right. Judge is there, one away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Hector Rondon. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Lyons, a native Texan. He's a second-year big leaguer. Up and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Standing in now, Zach Greinke, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. Down the third baseline. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the third out. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end. Digging in for his second at-bat, Brett Gardner. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
We all know
there's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, and that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now. Well, that was this lineup's third homer of the game.
Dan, although the wind's blowing in right here, these guys are staying on the attack and driving balls out.
You know, one of the things, D-Row, it's psychologically, it always feels better if you're a pitcher to go ahead and attack the zone with the wind blowing in. If you can keep the ball in the big part of the ballpark, you feel like you have a fighting chance, even with the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Go to the meat of the order, make them put the ball in play.
So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left, and the Bombers have it going here as this is also good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
In now, Gary Sanchez pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he's called out on a close play at third.
This steal attempt just doesn't make any sense to me. He's trying to get to third with no outs, but they already had a good RBI guy at the plate. He's more than capable of driving him in from second, so the risk of going for third just wasn't worth it.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Now batting.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. A man at second with 1 down. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Osuna is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Cameron Maybin.
Digging in, Cameron Maybin. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. Maybin tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Osuna over to his right, and that's the 3rd out. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. We're through 3 in the Bronx. 5-0 New York. Settling in now, Wade Miley as we begin the top of the 4th.
Left fielder, number 20, Wade Miley.
Infield in all around. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. There to take it is Gregorius for the first out.
The first baseman, number 35, Justin Verlander.
Ready now, Justin Verlander. First pitch on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Roberto Osuna.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Roberto Ozuna. He popped out in his first trip.
And the catch is made right on top of the pitcher's mound for the third out.
1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They can't. Next will be the designated hitter, Luke Voigt. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as this lead swells to 7-0.
Now batting,
Edwin Encarnacion now.
Edwin.
As he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Miley is in his tracks now. And he's got it for out number 1.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Ready for another shot now, Giancarlo Stanton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he falls behind 0-2. That's down into left center for a base hit.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Brett Gardner. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Uh-oh, he missed it. And they'll hold the lead runner at third, but the batter does end up making it to second with only 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Well, in his defense, he did have to go a long way to get there, but that's not the problem. The problem is once he arrives, he doesn't catch the dang ball. He knows as well as anybody that he should have brought that one in, and it's going to cost him an error, and we'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a drive by Judge. Deep left field. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as this lead got even wider. Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez.
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error.
Gregorius.
Stepping in, Didi Gregorius. No hits to this point. He's set, and the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And he'll make the catch. Oh, check that! He didn't look it into his glove, and the ball drops in. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in, and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Gregorius at second with 2 down. Runner breaks for third. That's a strike. The throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Hit on the ground out to short. Greinke scoops it up. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
I'm not sure what else the manager or pitching coach need to see, Matt. He obviously doesn't have his best stuff, and the longer he stays out there, the bigger the hole he digs.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Runner's on his way to third. In there. Now the throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Ready on 0-2. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as the blowout continues. Into the box, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Hot shot on the ground is short. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Edwin Encarnacion. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Osuna looking up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 2-run home run for Edwin Encarnacion. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, balls are flying out of here faster than they can throw them across the plate, it seems. That's 4 home runs in this inning alone. It's times like this when pitchers wonder if maybe they've chosen the wrong profession. Their pitching coaches start wondering, too.
Next for the Yankees,
Into the box
The
now,
left fielder.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo.
And he'll swing and send a chopper to third.
The throw's a low one, and he can't make the scoop at first as it's in and out of the glove.
Now batting.
So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Runner at first following the error. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Brett Gardner. Here's the first pitch to him. Runners on the move for second. Hops this one up. Presley has a play, and that's the third out. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Coming to the plate now, Will Harris. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get one or two of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
The windup and the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gardner is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Garrett Cole, a base hit in his first trip, and a fastball's in there for strike one. Got him reaching there, strike two. Now the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first three pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the fourth pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Sanchez has it on to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. Start the buck. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really impressed with how they've hit in at-bats when they fall behind in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats. And although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Sliding into the box, Aaron Judge. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And right into the shift. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit softly on the ground to third. Presley takes it in. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. So striding forward now, Gary Sanchez. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. drilled on the ground is short. He's got it to second for one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Back up the middle. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Now batting, third baseman, Cameron.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Line hard to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Sanchez on second. Gregorius is over at first with 1 away. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. Sanchez is on his way home. And this is going to find the wall out near the Yankee bullpen. And the runner will score from second. He pulls into third safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
The designated hitter, Luke Voit.
In now is the Yankees DH, Luke Voit. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. From the stretch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. In to score the runner from third.
Wow, this has been a memorable game, but for all the wrong reasons. They've given up a staggering 18 runs here, and they can't go home yet. Can you say painful?
First offering on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Miley on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Edwin Encarnacion comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. On the ground to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left. Standing in, Vic Underwood. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
No balls and a strike to count. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
In now, Zach Greinke as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Judge is under it. And that retires the side. 1, 2, 3, go. Digging in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
Giancarlo.
A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
The center fielder, number 11.
Brett Gardner will stand in again as the Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron.
First delivery to him on the way. Left side of the infield into the shift. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, Gary.
2 away.
Sanchez.
Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to left. Miley is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly. Back here in the Bronx. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Stepping into the box, Wade Miley, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
First baseman, number 35, Justin Verlander.
Here it comes. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
First offering on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Liner in there for a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Now batting, Will Harris. 0 for 2 for him to this point. In there, 0-1. Montevino takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 0.
Now another 0-2. Bouncer up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on.
Luis Severino trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Oh, and 2. Here it comes. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Astros, and they remain well behind. Ready for another chance? Didi Gregorius. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Stepping in now, Cameron Maybin. And there's a base hit on the line. The throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Well, I'm not sure they can do anything different, but it comes a time where you have to call the dogs off. I mean, they've already scored 20 runs, and this thing ain't over yet. We might be here till midnight.
Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit.
The second baseman, DJ.
Into the box, DJ LeMahieu. Hard liner to center field. Cole is there, and he has it for the first out. And he's safe.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight it's the standing in, Aaron Jurgens, 2 hits in 8 tries for the series.
Aaron.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Beatty over at second. Blanco at first with no outs. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
Right here, easy.
On the ground is short. Could be 2. On to first, and they turn the double play. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road? Digging in, the switch hitter, Mark Hudson, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will